What's good, guys? I'm Reacting back with a video today. React to 16 things not to do in Germany, guys. So we've been doing like a lot of things that odd that seems like bad. We did a bad habits video.
Yeah.
Bad habits that we need to escape in Germany. I did that video. What other video we did?
I don't know. I forget.
25 things that was in that we didn't know about Germany as well. So this
places in Germany, all that.
Yeah. So
places.
this 16 things not to do in Germany, guys. Very interesting. See what other video, other things that we don't know in this channel. So, before we get into the video, guys, make sure that the subscribe button, guys, on the road to 400 subscribers, guys. So keep hitting that subscribe button, new to the channel, and want to see more.
Hit that like button, like video. Want to see more video like this one,
as well as you want to support us or all that good stuff. Let us know other videos you guys want us to react to in the comments below as well. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
We're going over 16 things that you should not do in Germany.
Alright, so some of these things are a little more serious and some of them are going to be pretty funny, so let's just get right into it.
Alright, number 1. You should never recycle wrong or throw away your Pfand.
Pfand!
So Germany is a pretty green country and people
garbage.
tend to take their recycling pretty serious. So if you're here, you should not just throw everything in one bucket, but separate it between plastic, metal, paper, rest, and all that good stuff. I don't even know how many there are.
So Pfand is a deposit where you pay a little extra on bottles or cans and you'll usually return them at a little machine in the supermarket.
They had them at grocery stores and stuff
but
like that.
I guess that YouTuber who going every time you done drinking just that
I
there
mean,
wait
you
till
don't
they
have to
go.
go every
I
time
know,
you
I'm
go
just saying, but
drinking,
that I guess.
Where you get a voucher and your money back for doing a good thing. So never throw away your
money
Pfand
back,
bottle.
I don't know,
Pfand!
maybe like
Number 2, you should never drive on the left or the middle lane of the Autobahn.
Left or
There's
the middle
actually
lane?
a
In the
law in
Autobahn?
place that requires you to drive on the right lane on the Autobahn at all times unless you're overtaking somebody. So if you're not planning to go super fast and overtake a lot of people, you're required to drive on the right lane. So don't drive in the middle.
speed limit. Autobahn, man. He
So
did not
what's
say
the
that.
left lane for? Just real
I guess
fast
it's
cars, I
real
guess.
fast cars. But he said it seemed like nobody can drive on the left lane unless you overtaking a car. The way he making it sound. But we watched that Autobahn and he said nothing about that
Yeah,
at all.
it's just that's for like. Well, he may explain it. Let me see.
Or the left lane slowly and block traffic because people will get aggressive.
And honk. Number 3, don't walk in the bicycle lanes.
Oh,
In
yeah,
Germany,
we
there are a
seen
lot
that.
of
I
I'm
mean,
asking
bicycle
every
lanes
country
in and out
should,
of
but
the
the people
city.
just do
I
fast,
mean,
bro.
do America have just bicycle
In big
lane,
cities,
though?
yes, they do.
You think?
In big cities, yeah.
How New York
and
you driving the
especially
road
in
with the
student
bike?
towns there'll be a lot of bikers, so don't walk in them. Walk in the pedestrian zones or
I mean,
a
it should be,
sidewalk.
like
That's what
just
they're
common
for.
courtesy.
Number 4, do not address strangers using their first name. It is kind of funny, but in Germany,
I know
for the
at
word
ages they
you,
don't
if you
like
address somebody, we
tell
have
people their first name, right?
I never heard of it.
It's
That's my
like,
first
it gotta
time
be
hearing
you
about
gotta
it.
be super close for them to call you your first name.
Oh yeah, that's what anime used to be.
Yeah. Well, anyways, maybe I've just watched too much anime though.
2 versions. There is du and there is sie, and sie is a polite version. It also implies that sie you're on a last name basis. So that is the polite version to
But it sounds
use.
like
And if you meet
the
somebody for the first
Japanese
time,
version,
or
though.
especially an elder person, you use the polite form. You do not use their first name. You are on a last name basis and use the sie
I mean, that should be
instead of
obvious,
the
but I
du.
don't call nobody. I don't know they by their first name though. I think call them sir, ma'am.
Yeah.
And if you get to know a
Mr.
person
last
very
name, yeah.
well and you're on a friend basis, on a first name basis, then it's fine to use the first name and the du. Du Diana.
Du Diana. Number 5, don't use public transportation without a ticket. A lot of the public transportation systems are controlled a lot,
Thought
and
that
there'll
was
be
you
men
need a
and
ticket,
women
yeah.
who just appear once the ride has started to check on everyone to see if they have a ticket.
Yeah, they're undercover. And the fines are usually kind of high or out of proportion with the ticket
I guess
prices.
I don't
And
take
not-
a lot since I don't take subway here. I don't know if that you still. Need
I mean, a lot of
tickets.
people
You
do
taking it?
skip. I mean, you need a ticket again, but not when you get on the train. Like if you skip, like if you ever seen videos of people in New York on the subway, they skip that first part where you gotta scan your card to get into the subway.
pass.
Then you don't have to do nothing else when you get down there. Just wait on your train.
Oh,
But on here, they ask for it while you on the train too.
oh, okay.
But I always have in my mind is 60 euros, but nowadays it might be even more, like 80 or 100.
It's not worth it.
Okay, number 6, and this is a little bit more of a serious one. You should never show the Nazi salute or joke about Nazis.
And we
in
seen that.
Germany.
You go to jail for
Yeah,
3 years for doing that. We seen that in the other video.
Of course, because of the history in
Well,
Germany,
who
it's
would
kind
be
of a
doing that
forbidden
anyway,
thing
knowing
to
what,
do.
like, you
And
stand
most
behind?
of the
That's what
Germans
this age,
nowadays
yeah,
are
just
kind of
for-
raised by
I mean,
this
just for
post-World
try to
War II anti-Nazi generation. If another person comes to the country and does
Like
anything
people-
Nazi-related,
more people
it's
here
so
in
out of
Germany, to
our
be honest
minds
with you,
that
right?
it's so weird that the world still thinks that. So that's quite offensive, and you should never ever do that. And by the way, the same thing also applies to sing the old version of the national anthem. And I think around
really?
the world, a couple of people still think that might be it. And it's the one with the
I
Deutschland,
ain't know
Deutschland
that.
über
Yeah,
alles.
yeah. Well, I
That
don't
is
know
the
that.
Nazi
Yeah, so
anthem.
yeah.
You're not allowed to sing that anymore. The real one is Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit, blah, blah, blah. That's the newer national anthem, and that's the only one that's supposed to be sung in Germany.
Number 7, don't gossip in English in public. Most Germans have a very decent grasp of English, and they'll probably understand you. I
So
know it's
basically
very
don't talk behind
common
people's
when
back.
people go to other countries, they tend to gossip
conversation.
No, he said gossip. Gossip means you talking behind their back. So
in another language. I've heard it spoken in different languages all the time, and it's a little uncomfortable and embarrassing when other people understand you. So to avoid uncomfortable situations like that, gossip behind their back.
Number 8,
Mind
you
you.
should never disrespect the German
like-
quiet hours. So every day, or rather every night from 10 p.m. till 6 or 7 a.m. the next morning, in Germany, by law, there are quiet hours. So you're not supposed to
Really?
like play loud music, do construction or anything like that. Most of the
that's crazy. They got a
country-
rules implement that's supposed to be self-explained.
Like, you got loud trucks
Cars,
here, cars. People playing loud music. Like, yeah, that. I think.
I mean, it don't happen every day though.
Come on, man.
kind of abides by that rule, which means there's very little noise pollution during the night when you're trying to sleep or relax. And I think it's a
nice
kind
rule,
of a
though.
nice thing. So if you do that, the Germans probably will call the police on you because they think they're in the right, and they do that, and the police knocks and like, turn it down. Never ever disrespect the quiet hours. Alright, so before we continue with the video, we want to take a quick moment to remind you guys, please go and like the video. It helps us out a lot. We're still a small channel. Subscribe
Same
if you
here,
haven't
like the
already. I
video
can
and
see that about
subscribe.
80% of the viewers are not subscribed to the channel. Also, if you want to further support us, you can do that on Patreon. We have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Diana and Phil. And we have different tiers of support and benefits that you get on there. And every support is highly, highly appreciated.
Yes, and we wanted to take a quick moment to shout out our newest Soulmate Patreon, Jeff Lobig?
Jeff Lubick.
Lubik? We're not sure if it's the German or the English pronunciation. Correct
Yeah.
us if we're wrong.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And back to the video.
So number 9, don't solely rely on credit card payments. In Germany, there's still a lot of things that are pretty cash-based,
Yeah, I don't
and
carry
sometimes
cash.
I
our
don't
bro.
carry cash, bro.
credit
Yeah.
card will even be rejected from a stall or bakery or a
Yeah,
vendor.
we did hear that they
so it's
some
important to
men
note
don't
and
take
make sure
cash.
you
It's
have
crazy.
cash on you. So number 10, don't expect small talk. If you're from the South and you're used to the good old Southern American small talk, that's not going to happen. And it's not trying to be rude, it's just a cultural difference. So
Yeah,
don't
on the
expect
other
to
video I
chat with a
seen, the habits is if you ask somebody how their day is, you know, somebody you ask them like how their day is and they say good, you walk past each other here. If you go ask them there, they expect the whole conversation, not just small talk.
In Germany?
Yeah. So that's a habit, like.
But I thought she said don't do small
Yeah,
talk.
don't. Yeah, that's like don't say don't expect it because if you ask somebody how they day, they expect you to have a conversation, just small talk. Like if you pass by somebody or something like that, you know.
I don't know. I think they said the opposite of that, right?
stranger
No,
about
they
the
said
weather
what
or
they're saying.
something.
Number 11 is do not expect free water anywhere.
Yup,
So
we
if you're
seen
used
that.
to the American way,
That's
you go
crazy.
to a restaurant and the waiter comes right away
All
with
the
a
water
nice
out of the
bucket
United States,
of
they
cold
gotta
ass
make it free
water
because they
and
gotta put all
refills
the
you for free
fees.
all
Why does it-
evening
what's so
long.
special about their
That
water?
is not a thing in Germany, and you should not expect that. I think it's quite of a dumb thing, but water in German restaurants is quite expensive, and
Yeah, but
most
why,
of the time,
though? Like, what's so special?
I know.
about it?
They
It's
expect.
water,
They just expect
you know?
people not. So what?
I don't know. I still don't get that.
even bubbly.
Sprudelwasser.
So in some places you could actually ask for tap water and potentially get it for free, but a lot of places don't even do that, and if they
Of
do,
course,
it
why
might
would
be a
they?
little
They wanna
frowned
get
upon.
free water.
But in general, you should not expect
That is
free
crazy,
water
man.
everywhere. Number 12. Do not enter a house with your shoes on. So all around Germany, it's pretty common to take off your shoes if you
I mean,
enter
that's common in
somebody
other people's
else's
houses.
house.
Yeah, some
or
people-
at
if you-
least
if you
should
like, yeah.
ask if you should take your shoes off. And sometimes they say, no, you don't have to. But a lot of times,
That's why you
people
got
take their
shoes, you
shoes
got
off
your house
right at
shoes you
the
wear in the
entrance,
house, or your
leave them
flop
there,
shoes,
and then
yeah.
just walk around in your socks.
Leave your dirty shoes in the front.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious how many of the households do that. I would say the majority of the households in Germany do that thing and do not walk around with their shoes on. Maybe let us know in the comments below if
Yeah.
you had to take your shoes off at your parents' house or how you do it at the moment.
Okay.
So number 13, don't give advance birthday wishes. Even if it's a day before someone's
Not if-
birthday and you will
not
not
if
see
like-
them
Now
on
people
their
saying it's their birthday
do
month,
not
their birthday
Week,
week,
yeah.
man. So,
You right. Hey, that's a good point. That is a good point. I don't know if people still do that in Germany, but yeah, people do
wish
that.
them a happy birthday.
It's not their birthday yet.
I learned that after coming to Germany.
called it
You are
saying
not
nobody had
allowed to
birthday
wish them a
before
happy
their birthday,
birthday
though.
until on their birthday or after their birthday.
Yeah, and I was surprised to learn in the US that a lot of people do that actually.
Some people will have a party a week in advance if that just works with their schedule.
So much bad luck. Number 14 is kind of a very serious one. You should never, ever expect to be dressed in a sauna on every beach. All right, this is kind of a
I mean,
funny
ain't that stuff? Did I wear clothes in the sauna? Like,
one. We just wanted to throw that in there. In Germany, in a sauna, usually you are naked. You go in with a towel and then you take it off or whatever, but you are actually not allowed to wear any clothing. If you wear clothing in there, people can get the whatever security or supervisors and they'll throw you out or make you
I guess he meant for
undress.
people like working out and stuff. They still had like they have workout clothes on, I guess, but I don't.
Must be
yeah,
naked.
Yeah, there are also parts of beaches in Germany that are especially for nakedness, nudity.
Beaches.
Yeah, nude beaches. We call it FKK, Freikörperkultur. And on these beaches, you have to be naked. It's not allowed to wear any
You
clothes.
have to.
Fully naked.
Yeah, fully naked.
Yeah, so I've yet to go to a nude beach or a nude sauna, but I'm open to it.
Ho ho. Should I be concerned?
Why? Just gonna be a whole bunch of older people. So number 15, don't abandon your shopping cart. I feel like in the US sometimes there'll be shopping carts spread throughout the parking lot. and
Yeah, I
it'll
don't
just
get
be like
that.
a
I always,
shopping-
we put all
I used to do that.
shopping
While, no, I used to do that.
As a
while
kid?
as a kid, just
Yeah,
push
as a
them
kid,
into like
yeah, I
the
used to
grass
do
and
that,
stuff.
but now that I see people like, if people gotta go get
yeah.
that and hit
Common
cars, I
courtesy,
just don't want to
common
hit the
courtesy.
cars when I leave them right there. Like sometimes they can roll.
shopping cart ghost town. In Germany, that is not the case. You need a coin to access a cart,
Yeah.
and you also want your coin back, so you have to return the cart to get your coin back.
That's
And
a good
it's a
way to
good
do it. Make sure you
system,
return your
it's
cart,
nice,
though.
and there's not abandoned shopping carts everywhere.
And our last point number
We
16
still
is
got that.
in Germany, you should not jaywalk.
We ain't in New York City.
Yeah, but we're kind of in
You don't
Berlin,
wanna do-
so
Ain't walk nowhere.
Yeah, There's a law. Like,
Hey there.
What it?
Hey, you should not, but a lot of people still do it.
Yeah,
Although I
here
think the
too.
majority of the people kind of follow the rules and they do not jaywalk. You should always cross
Yeah,
where
that's
the
what we was in
little
Texas.
traffic light is,
Right.
and then only when the
When
green
the man
mannequin,
tells you.
not the red one. And it's not that hardly persecuted, but you can actually get fined if you get caught in the act jaywalking.
Same here.
So the police sees you, gets you, and I don't know how much it is, 5, 10, 20 euros, something like that. So you should not jaywalk in Germany. All right, so those were our 16
I mean,
things that you should.
Some of us feel like
Yes.
the sauna one,
Yeah.
jaywalking. It was some good ones. Like I still don't. You gotta pay for it. That would suck. If you
Water?
live there, bro. Like
Talking about
yeah,
the water?
Yeah, that would suck, bro.
Not having cash. I always gotta have a little bit of cash on you.
I do not like carrying cash at all because you can just pay for it.
I mean, some people say it's bad to keep your money, man. I don't know. I guess it's a double-edged sword. I guess. I don't know.
I guess, bro. God, let us know, guys. Some other things that they didn't talk about in this video in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button to the channel, guys. On the road to 400 subscribe, guys. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button.
Hit that like button, like Vid wants to see more videos like this one.
As well as without further ado, guys. See you guys in the next video.